The last Battlefield 6 playtest took place in June 13th, and believe it or not, there were tons of leaks coming out of that playtest. You know, helicopter gameplays, just infantry gameplay, tank gameplay, stationary anti-air gameplay, yeah, even that. And there was just tons of leaks coming out. There was even a leak on PS5, 4K 60 FPS. It's really interesting, but this game is being leaked ridiculously. And honestly, this last playtest was, in my opinion, very interesting in terms of so many stuff that got leaked, because we didn't really know about aircraft in that game, and now we have a good idea about how the HUD is, how the vehicles play out, like the air vehicles, jets, and attack helicopters. And we also have some solid tank gameplay, as well as some decent infantry gameplay. And this time the player is not like a potato, really. They know how to actually utilize movement and do those kind of stuff. So there are two things that we're going to talk about today. First of all, I'm going to talk about the environment and the whole feeling with the next Battlefield game, what we see in the leaks. And second of all, I'm going to talk about a very important topic here, because that 4K 60 FPS gameplay on PS5 was kind of, I would say, concerning, because that dude was just laser beaming everyone, and I'm pretty sure it was because of the aim assist. I'm pretty sure about that. The dude had the skill, I'm not gonna lie. It's not something I want to admit or anything. The dude had some skill, but the thing is, that weapon was very much having no recoil, and that was most likely because of that aim assist. So that's what we're going to talk about. Before we start, make sure to go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the next Battlefield game, the leaks, everything that's on your mind. The best place to put them out is the comment section. So make sure to go ahead and do that. And without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and start the video. So as a pre-alpha game, I would say the sound design of this game is perfect. I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is way better than 2042. Like, the pre-alpha sound design is already there, maybe 2 times, 3 times better than 2042. And I can confidently say that because 2042's sound design is just trash. There are so many things that are bad with 2042, but sound design is actually on the top of my list. The gameplay looks good. In my opinion, some people just want to complain, you know, at this point. The gameplay looks good, in my opinion. It's not really as fast as people want to make it seem. FOV actually matters a lot. You guys might know it, you might not, but FOV actually makes the game look very fast. But in reality, that game is not as fast as you see it. It's only because of the FOV, and you should always consider that, because every player has a preference, and based on that preference, basically, the game might look faster or slower. So in my opinion, when it comes to the gameplay flow, it looks good. The gameplay mechanics look good. I was one of those people. I was against having dive and those kind of stuff, but now that I see the gameplay, I kind of understand where they are trying to get the game with this mechanic. And in my opinion, it feels good for now. Even some people are complaining about the TTK. In my opinion, it just looks good. I don't really like people to not die to anything, basically. So the TTK sometimes look even faster than 2042, but it's just a little bit, and I don't think it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference. And I'm pretty sure if that's going to be the norm, we're going to get used to it, you know? They might be able to just increase the TTK just a little bit to make it like come in par with some like 2042. But in my opinion, the TTK, even now in that pre-alpha, I can deal with that. You know, I can deal with it. It looks okay to me. And guys, the atmosphere is just great. In the latest playtest, we had Capstone again. You know, the mountains, the snow, the fog, everything was great. Every time that I see someone playing in that map, I feel like Battlefield might actually be back. Like, I'm not hyping you. I'm completely against hyping people for anything, but this is my genuine feeling. Every time I see people play on Capstone, it feels something. It's like it ignites something inside me that's, you know, deep down there for Battlefield, and it just looks really Battlefield to me, that map. And I'm pretty sure a lot of it is because of the aura, because of the atmosphere that map actually provides. It really reminds me of Battlefield 1, and I really have some good memories with that game as well. But let's not talk more about a pre-alpha game, okay, because the game's not finished. There are so many things subject to change, so let's just move on and get to this aim assist thingy, because in my opinion, that PS5 4K gameplay was concerning, okay? I was just looking at the leaks, you know, one after the other, and I just saw this PS5 4K gameplay, and remember, most of the leaked gameplay were coming from PC, so I was kind of getting to know how the recoil works and how the weapons actually play, and I was like watching this dude on a PS5 just shredding people with like 3 times to 4 times magnification. I think it was some sort of ACOG scope. I was just looking at this dude with 4 times magnification, shredding people in range, full autoing them like a laser beam. And I was like, dude, the things that I saw before this video, people couldn't be this accurate. And this dude was on PS5, so recoil control is something that is not really easy to do, right? So there has to be some sort of aim assist. 2042's aim assist is already corrupted. Like, sometimes people track me through smoke. You know, the aim assist is so bad in 2042 that some PC players are actually playing weapons with actual recoil, whereas console players play weapons with visual recoil. So they can actually remove that visual recoil using that aim assist. So this was what I was thinking. I was like, dude, this has to be addressed. Like, this is a pre-alpha game, but if nobody actually touches this subject, so it's going to stay there. It's going to remain there without any change, right? So someone has to stand here and talk about this, because this really can't be. Now, if you guys have been in the playtest, do inform me about this, because console gameplays are really scarce out there. Most of the leakers are on PC, but I really want to know if the aim assist is actually that corrupted that it's going to make things laser beam. I really need to know, and this will be completely addressed in a new video if that's the case. So do make sure to inform me and let me know what's going on. Based on what I've seen, if that aim assist is really so strong, it's going to make some problems when it comes to crossplay. Maybe if console players only play against console players, that wouldn't be a big problem because everyone's equal. But when you're playing on PC and you have to tap fire, control recoil, use single fire, manage spread, all those kind of stuff basically, and in comes someone with a console just laser beaming you from 100 meters away, that really can't be, right? That's not going to work. To a degree, I'm not going to say it's that severe, but to a degree, that's the case in 2042. Like in 2042, you see a lot of people on console playing something like Scar, and it's really easier for those people to laser beam, because with the Scar, the recoil goes up when the distances are going beyond like 40 meters. You have to start tap firing, you know, full auto doesn't work anymore and those kind of stuff. You see people with consoles doing all that with no issue using that aim assist, and in my opinion, that really has to be addressed. 2042 is beyond saving, probably. It got saved. Let's be real here. 2042 got saved big time, and you really have to give DICE credit for what they did with 2042, because this game was just a huge disappointment on launch, and they actually made it into a playable game. 2042 is actually playable now, but they can't really do much with 2042. Like, the fundamentals can't be changed right now, right? It's more than 3 years in, and I wouldn't really say it even makes sense to change things like that. But for the next game, the aim assist has to be toned down, especially for crossplay. Now, a lot of people are against crossplay, but like it or not, we're living in 2025, and crossplay is going to probably be a part of the next game. You might be able to turn it on or off. They might actually not force you to have it on all the time, but like it or not, crossplay has to be there. And with crossplay, they need to actually make some balance changes, because that aim assist shouldn't be ruining the game. Thank you all guys for watching. I hope this was a little update on what's going on in the Battlefield community, because DICE has been radio silent. Probably there's something coming, you know, we don't know, but DICE has been silent and we don't really have any news to go on, so we have to make our own assumptions based on leaks, based on what we feel like, based on what we see, and that's what I did for you guys. So thank you all guys for watching, and until next time guys, stay cool.